Yes. Okay, it's okay. Hi, everyone. Good morning. All right, Miss Lola. You really do need to be put away, don't you? We miss Santo. Hi, everybody. So it's Rita and my little barky dogs from Cricut Chat. Good morning. Good morning. Yes, it's very cold. Um, Hi. Hi, good morning. Hi, Leslie. Hi, John and Colleen and Ardeen and Gail. Good morning. Hi, Christine and Shirley. How is everyone today? All right, enough already. We're done. We're done. We're done. Okay. Good morning. It is Thursday morning. It's Thursday morning, and we are getting ready tonight to go down to Main Street in Peabody. My son and I are going down there with our Sparky, the fire dog costume in tow, and we're going to be at the fire department tonight. Well, it's really late afternoon. It's like from 4 to 7. I think it's 4 to 7. So, if you are local and you want to come and say hi to Sparky, aka Owen, you can certainly do that. I'll try to go live as well for a few minutes anyway. I'm actually going to set him up at the fire department, fire station, and then I'm going to head down to Main Street so that I can help out Wendy at Create and Escape for the trick or treaters that are going to be there. So I'm going to be all over downtown Peabody today. In the meantime, also rushing to get some stuff done for Haunted Happenings. So, again, if you're local, I'll be at Haunted Happenings this weekend. I believe it's in the Common, and I'm going to be there on Sunday all day with my friend Wendy, and we're going to be selling lots of her wonderful signs, but we're also doing some tote bags and also what else? Oh, decals that I made with my Cricut. So tomorrow, just not to jump ahead, but this is how my brain works. So tomorrow we're going to be doing some tote bags that I have designed for the Haunted Happenings thing. So we're going to go over to my auto press tomorrow and do some tote bags. We're going to have a little talk too about um, purchasing files from Etsy or other places and how you can use them to make things. Now I know that's a little bit off track because we always do Cricut Access projects, but I think a lot of people do buy files or get free files. And so I wanted to show you a few things about how to do that, how to sort of download them and get them set up, because sometimes they're not perfect, even though you bought them and you paid money for them. Sometimes they're not perfect and they need to be sort of fixed before you go ahead and cut them. So we're going to have a little talk about that tomorrow. But today we are working on a really fun card. It's one I've done before, but I didn't have this inside sentiment because I didn't have an opaque pen to do it. So I did have this. So it's got like a navy blue or evening blue kind of inside, and so I wanted to show you how we did that. And then we'll put this together. It's pretty easy. And then also we have some envelopes to put together. But then I guess the star of the show are these cutesy things. So there is a witch riding instead of a broom, she's riding I had a little hard time putting this together, but I got these super gourmet lollipops from Amazon. I will put a link, but I had a hard time because they're so big. But if I think these would work great with Tootsie Pops as well, and so we're gonna do that. But if you are here and you're new, please say hello and you're here on the live, please say hello to our group of chatters. They are here and chatting away both on Facebook and on YouTube. We've got a great group on today. I've got a total of almost 60 people on today, so that's pretty cool. Yeah, those I will tell you that. So these are the I got like 100 of them, and they're huge and they look really good. I don't eat sugar anymore, so I've got to find a way to get rid of all of these. But anyway, good morning to everybody. If you are on the live, come in and say hi. I'm a chatter. Hello. I'm a Cricut chatter. So we appreciate everybody that jumps in and does some chatting with us, whether you're on YouTube or on Facebook. Before we get started, we need to talk a little bit about the Cricut community, because I've kind of made it my goal, my charge in life to tell you about the Cricut community. So up until a few months ago, we were all sort of crafting and not like sharing our projects. And every time I went to share my project, it was hard. I would put links, the links wouldn't work, blah, blah, blah. Well, now there's a solution to that, and that is called Cricut Community. And you are all, if you use Design Space, you are all welcome to use the community. And I want to encourage you to use it, because it's really fascinating and so much there. So also, as an incentive for you, I am offering 2 different kinds of giveaways or incentives, I guess. And that is once a week on Friday. So that's tomorrow. I'm going to be picking someone from that's following me in the community. Okay. So you have to be following me in the community. I don't know what's going on, but I went to click on my profile. And it's just taking a really long time. Maybe everything is just cold and slow because of the cold. Anyway, this is my profile. I have 1,125 followers. Yay! Thank you. I'm following more than I am got followers. So there's that. But if you come here and you follow me in Design Space, I'll follow you back, and you'll be automatically entered to win a Cricut Cutie. This is automatic. You don't have to do anything. And I want to say good morning and hello to the new followers. This Jennifer McDaniel, Cindy Budden, Shanna Spalding. Good morning. Ramona Temple, Rebecca West, Linda Saunders. I know that name. Jenny Billy. Welcome. And Rosalind, we know Rosalind. Hi, Rosalind. And Sandy Shim Roman. So you see here, I am just following all these folks back, and this is done on my profile. If you don't know how to see your profile, all you have to do is, when you're in Design Space, go up here to this triple lines. It's called the hamburger icon because it looks like a hamburger. I think it looks like a sandwich, but okay. So the hamburger icon, you click on that and you get this sort of pop-up left-hand navigation where there's a lot of really interesting things going on there that we can talk about. But the one that I'm talking about today is this view profile. So when you click on that, you can see your profile, and you can do all kinds of edits and changes in your profile. So you can change your picture, you can edit your profile, add a little description, you can make it public or private, and here you go. There's all this information that you can do. Now, if you want to just get into the community, go to the home selection here. Go to the home selection, and you can go down to here where it says recent community projects. And if you want to see more, you can just hit see more over here. But boom, it has a lot of community projects. Now, this area is growing, growing, growing. There's 54,000 plus projects that have been shared. So I can see here, look at this. This one, somebody did the lollipop holder and they made a change to it, which I think is really awesome. But you can find me in here too. You can do a search and you can do Miss Rita. And what it will do is it will have all these people that have used my projects as well listed here. So for instance, I mentioned this one. So let's do a different one. Here's Patricia Brewer, who if we click on this project, you will see that she's written, Miss Rita at Cricut Chat inspired these two cards. The inside says Happy Halloween in black vinyl. Isn't that great? Awesome. And then also it shows here the images that she used. This was from an original file that I put together about a month ago. And so this is a way for you to go in there and you can just put anything you want in the search bar. If you want to just put Thanksgiving, you can do Thanksgiving and it will show you all the Thanksgiving projects that have been shared with other people. Now, there are differences here. You'll see that there is an A here, right? That means that the project consists of all Cricut Access images, which are free if you are a Cricut Access subscriber. There are some that don't have the A. I'm not really sure why that is, because when you look at what the images are, they're all I think they're all images that are, I've noticed this myself, where some of them aren't showing that are mine. And I don't know if it's because they are fonts that are otherwise, like maybe they downloaded or something, but I've noticed that myself. So if you see something here that is A on it, then that means woohoo, you can go ahead and as long as you're an Access subscriber, you can go ahead and choose those and don't have to pay for the image. Okay. And so there are some that people have shared that are not Access images. So I'm not really sure how this goes along. I think you can. Oh, okay. So this one here, which is really cute. Look at these shirts that they made. And they took basically the turkey eyes and turned it into a like just like a turkey outfit. Really cute, Sherry. Good job there. And so she made little shirts there. So this is really cool. Now, what's kind of interesting, I think, because these eyeballs cost money, that's why it doesn't have the Access. So it has, a lot of free things and Access, but the eyeballs apparently cost money. So that's why this project isn't labeled with an A. I'm going to heart this though, because I really like it. All right, let's get on to our project. So we're going to go back over here to the left and we're going to go to Canvas. And here you will see I have sort of pulled together all of the lollipop covers. I don't even know what to call them. Holders, lollipop holders, maybe. But I've pulled together all the ones that are fall and Halloween, Thanksgiving for you to grab up. Now, if you were to create this file on your own, you would have to use my little trick that I'll show you. I'll show you in a second on how to sort of call together some of these. So let us go here to projects. And if you type in lollipop, okay, you'll see that there's quite a few lollipop holders here. So there's something for Valentine's Day and something for Christmas and winter and the frog. I don't know what the frog's for. Spring? or maybe, I don't know. Anyway, so there's quite a few. There's even an Easter one. And what I decided to do is, instead of having uh, individual projects with each of these, because the ones I did today are the witch and the cauldron, which I don't see the cauldron here. Not sure why. Oh, here it is over here. Okay. So when you click on one of these, you can open up that particular file. So this one is the witch, and that's great, but I wanted to create my own file that had all of these in there. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to make this screen smaller, and then I'm going to see that I'm making the screen smaller like this, and then I'm going to do file, new window. And I will make this smaller as well. So that way we can sort of see both of my files. So here is my witch lollipop holder file. And then I'm going to go over here and I am going to wait, let me just move this a little bit. I'm going to do new project. Okay. And so I'm going to take this witch and I'm going to do a command copy or command C. I'm on a Macintosh. It might be slightly different if you're on a Windows based laptop. But basically I'm copying this and then I'm going over to the new file and I'm going to command V or command paste, which is going to paste it. So now I can actually go all to another project. Again, I can type in lollipop and let's do the pumpkin and we'll customize that. Once we open that up, we're going to do the same thing. So command C, which is a copy, and then come over here and do command V, which is paste. And you see how I'm building up a file here, and that way I can have all of them together. This to me is kind of the way that you want to do it for if, say, you want to use the 2x2 card mat and you want to do different projects on the same mat, the card mat. This is how I did it for my my Thanksgiving insert cards, which we'll be doing in the future. So that's how we do that. So just in case you were wondering. Now let's just open up here and I'm going to go to my projects and we're going to look at the card, which is from Design Space, and it's really a fun card. I want to show you how to find it, and then we'll be putting these things together. As long as I can get, there we go. Okay, so this card is called Tricks and Treats Layered Halloween Card. And as you can see from the description, it has both the card and also I've used this font called Fontastic Fonts DJ Doodler. So let's go ahead and open that up. We're going to replace that. Now, this card comes right from Design Space, and it's really a fun card. Let me show you how to find it. Go to Images, and we're going to go to Image Sets, and we're going to type in the word Celebrate. I believe that's the right word. All right, so we're going to type in the word Celebrate, and we will sort of scroll down until we find this image set. It's called Celebrate the Day. And this has a number of really wonderful cards in here. So you want to keep remember to come here because there's like birthday cards, there's Thanksgiving cards, there's Christmas and stuff like that. And there's even a shaker card in here that we've done before, this telephone booth, that British telephone booth thing. So we're going to find at the very bottom, this Tricks and Treats card. Just click on that and add it to our canvas. So here is my completed one. So I'm going to move this over so you can see. So it comes in with an envelope, which is great if you like to make your own envelopes, which you guys know I don't. Um, so I figured I would just kind of show you that there are envelopes in Design Space, and this is a very nice one that you can work on. So ungroup this, because then we can have a look at the card. So this is actually the base of the card. And then you have all of these layers, and some of them have pen involved, and you're going to select them all and cut them all out. But what about a nice sentiment for the inside? Well, I thought now that we have the opaque markers, we would do a sentiment on the inside using the opaque markers. So let's first go to text, and then we will type in some kind of saying or sentiment. Let's see what I used. I forget what I used. Let's check this out. I wrote something. You know what I did? I actually went to my internet and I typed in Google. I typed in sentiment for Halloween card for kids. All right. And let's see what that brings us. A lot of times, like different blogs and websites will do something like that. And so, look here for kids, happy Halloween to my favorite little trick or treater. Have fun out there tonight. But I chose this one. Hope you get lots of candy and have the best Halloween ever. So, what I did was I just selected this and I did a command copy, and then I went back to Design Space, and in the text box I did a command paste. Now I was working on a project and I am using this. This is the American Horror Story. If you guys watch that program, that's what this font is. It's an additional font that I used and purchased outside. So let's go here and pick something. Let's pick from a bookmark that we've done. So these are my favorites that I've bookmarked. So let's choose this one because I really like it. It's called Fantastic Fonts DJ Doodler. And what I'm going to do here is I'm going to try to change this to a writing font, and also to make it so I hope you get lots and have the best Halloween ever. So this looks like really fun, right? So I'm going to actually switch this to a style of writing. And I know it looks a little weird, but don't worry about it. So I did it to writing, and then I kind of like squished it down so it would fit into my card. However, you're not going to be able to see it if you're just using a regular pen because it's on a blue background. So I'm going to come up here with it selected. I'm going to come up here, and first of all, I'm going to change it from basic cut to pen, and that changes that problem there. But then when I'm here, I'm going to go to pen again, right? And I'm going to choose under this, I'm going to choose the gel pen, and I'll choose the yellow opaque. Now it's really going to show up, and I can just go ahead and make a few changes like this, and that's really cool. But if you're a little concerned, as I was, that maybe the opaque pen wouldn't write, that there might be a few little things going on here where the pen, it's a roller pen. So maybe the ink wouldn't come and fill in all of the letters. You can do this trick, which is you can duplicate your message. Here is my message. And I know you can't really see it there, but basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab them both. I'm going to do a line center just so you can see that. So it duplicated it. And now I'll line it up to the card, and then I will grab them all and do attach. Now, what does that do? That will take and duplicate the pen, the writing, and give you a thicker, more pronounced writing sample. Okay, so that's what we did here. I don't need to show you how that works, but I think I will, just so that you can understand it. I'm not going to cut out all of these parts of the thing. I'll just cut out the base, and maybe we'll cut out an envelope. Okay, so let's just hit make it. And there's my envelope. If you have any like patterned paper, it's great for doing patterned paper with the envelopes. I do that all the time. And so you just will do that. And then let's look at this. So we're going to need a piece of cardstock in there. And I actually already have that. Where is it? Where is it? Come on, Rita. Gave it the program here. So there's my cardstock. It's navy blue. So we're going to hit continue. And we will choose, I don't know why, but my system's real slow today. All right, we're going to choose medium cardstock. And because I have a maker, I'm going to change my tools to the scoring stylus. And let's just hit remember material settings. Okay, so I am going to go over here so you can see how this works with the opaque lettering. So here's my cardstock. I have it set up. I'm going to put go or enter or whatever that thing is. Oh, and I almost forgot. I noticed I've been cutting an awful lot of stuff. And well, that's not unusual, but I mean, for haunted Halloween, haunted happenings, that kind of thing, I've been cutting so much stuff that I need to change my blade. Some of you don't change your blade all that often. And what can happen is that it won't cut all the way through your paper. So, oops, I just dropped all of my, oh crap. All right, so here are my replacement blades. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to open up clamp B and take out this housing. This is the housing that holds the blade. So if you've never done this before, you should regularly change your blade. Just looking for some blades that might have fallen. Okay, so how to do this. Now, when to do it is a little bit different, okay? But how to do it is the same. You're just going to press this little plunger thing, and you see I have on my blade, I have all of this vinyl dust. So that's not so good. So I'm going to take the new one, take off this little plastic thing that covers it. I'm going to press this plunger and put it in with the blade facing out. And then I have a new blade and I can cut beautifully from there. Okay. So let's hit go. It's going to do the scoring first. So I have to get ready for my writing. Where is my opaque pen? So if you haven't seen these opaque pens, they're pretty cool. They come in a couple of different packages, but this one here is the yellow one. It says opaque gel pen 1.0 millimeter. So I'm just going to take off the cap. They work just like regular pens. Take out my scoring stylus and put in the pen. Now, remember, when Cricut is doing something that has multiple steps, it always does the scoring first, then the writing, then the cutting. So you have to make sure you put in your pen on clamp A, which is what I just did. So let's watch that go. Okay, so while we watch that go, I can talk. This is my favorite time to talk. If you don't like me talking, you can certainly just put me on mute. I don't mind. doesn't matter to me. And if you just want to watch what the machine does, that's fine. Anyway, this is the time that I usually tell you about all the different things going on here at Cricut Chat. And so that's what I'm going to do. So let's see. We do have some giveaways, and one is kind of drawing to a close. So I wanted to tell you about it. If you want to win a prize, a giveaway from me and from the folks at Cricut, you need to put your name into the monthly raffle. Super easy to do. All you need to do is follow me in on YouTube and in the Cricut community, and then just go ahead and enter your name in the link in the description of the video that you're watching right now. So if you're watching live, it's not yet listed. I list it after the fact, so you can go back and look in the description, whether it's on Facebook or on YouTube, and you'll see there all the information about how to enter. And then there's a link there that says enter your name here. So you would just click on that link and to put in your name and email address. Now, it's a very basic link, and people do get tripped up by it because it doesn't like give you all this sophisticated information. It will take your information, and it will sort of gather it for me when we do the choice, when we choose the winners, but it doesn't show on your end. So if you're putting your name in every single day, it's not going to show that, just so that you know. Now, this month we're giving away 5 prizes of $100 each value. That's a sale price, by the way, and it will consist of all my favorite things from Cricut. So if you want to win, get your name in before next week, and then I think it's like before the 30th of October. Now, in November and December, we're doing something very different, and that is we are giving away a ginormous prize, and it's going to be the Cricut Maker 3, which is the machine you're watching right now, but it also includes, it's called the Everything Bundle, and it includes a bunch of a smart vinyl, smart iron-on, smart paper, and some tools, and this lovely machine. It's a $650 value. And I'm going to do it twice. I'm doing it in November and I'm doing it in December. Now, normally, if you've won a prize from me, a big prize from me, then you have to sit out 6 months before you can put your name in. And this is on, honor system. But I'm going to change it around so that even if you win, say, this month's prize, you can still be entered to win the Maker 3 giveaway in November or in December. So we're going to change things around a little tiny bit. Also, we're going to just have people enter once, and they do need to be following me in both YouTube and on the Cricut community in order to get their entry in. I'm still fleshing out all the details, but I'm pretty excited about this. So it should be fun. Anyway, so we're still watching our writing. Now it's going to take a little bit longer because it's doing it twice. And remember too, when you take this off of your machine, there might still be a little bit of wetness from the ink. So be careful you don't smudge it, or else you'll be like, pulling your hair out, that sort of thing. And while we're sitting here waiting and looking, I'm going to also get some paper so we can do the envelope as well. Hold on. So I don't often do patterned paper, but I love to use it for my envelopes. So I'm going to take a piece of patterned paper. Doesn't matter which kind you use. And if you don't have patterned paper, don't feel obligated to go out and buy it. Cricut doesn't sell patterned paper anymore. It used to, but I don't know, apparently didn't work out for them. So so I'm just using this pattern paper from a pad of paper that I got like I don't know, a couple of years ago. And this one actually is double-sided, so it'd be kind of fun. So we're going to do that as soon as this comes up. I'm just checking the comments now. Yeah, we get we get 77 people on right now. So that's great. Welcome to everyone. If you're new, just as a reminder, go ahead and say hi. Either if you're on Facebook or on YouTube, say hi. And we're happy to have you. This is the most charming group of people, and we just get so many lovely people from all across the United States, Canada, and sometimes even the UK. And even though the timing is a little bit off for folks outside of the US or Canada. So there's a lot of really wonderful people. And in fact, I've been doing this now for 3 years now, little tiny bit less than 3 years. And I've made some long lasting friends from chatting and doing this program. So I encourage you to reach out and say hello to our lovely group, and also a thank you to our admins. Loretta is amazing, and then also we have Shirley and a few other people that are admins to the video. So if you have any questions, Loretta, Shirley, and I'm trying to remember who else is but Loretta and Shirley are the main ones, and they do great job. But if you have any questions or concerns about Cricut or anything you're having a problem with, feel free to ask them during the video. All right, and we're also going to have some giveaways today. I have 4 of these cards that I want to give away. So, Loretta, perhaps you could choose 3 and I'll choose 1 from Facebook. Look at how great that came out. So again, I'm going to use my own advice, and I'm not going to touch this because it will probably smear. And then while I'm here, I'm going to take out my pen and put the cover on. I don't want it to dry up. And then I'm going to put back the scoring stylus. And where is it? Right here. So there's the scoring stylus. I'm putting that in clamp A. That's the first clamp on the left. Now, the Joy, if you're a Joy owner, the Joy does not do scoring. But the other machines do, whether it's Explore or Maker. Let's just go ahead and hit that, and it's going to score first and then cut. The Maker has a distinction in that it also has a scoring wheel. So I don't often show that because I use that for whenever I'm doing something that has a lot of scores, like a rosette, or like a dodecahedron or something like that, where you need a lot of scoring to happen and you want it to be really good. So I often will just, for my envelopes or my cards, just use my scoring stylus, which fits into all of the machines except for the Joy. All right. And that's done now too. So let's have this, have a look at this. There's our envelope. All right, let's put these things together. All right, so here's our card. And I'm going to make sure I put that pen away. So there's the card we're going to do. It has many layers. Now, here's what I mean. Look, I folded it and it was still wet. Oh, no. So we're going to let that dry until it's nice and dry. So let's work on the envelope first. I'm going to just fold here at the score line all around. An envelope has like almost like a square looking, a rectangle looking score line. There we go. Now, I like to do my scores both ways. Here they are. All right. And I like to put, I don't often make envelopes, you guys, but when I do, I use my double stick tape for it. So what I'm going to do is put a little bit of tape. Actually, I put two things of the tape here, real close to the edge. All right. And then I need my, where's my, here it is. I'm just going to take off that. Like that. Fold this. And now I'm going to do the and. And one of the things I always do here, it's just sort of a thing that because sometimes, you know, you want to give somebody the envelope. And by the way, if you do send this type of envelope with all the fancy, you can send it in the mail, but I would suggest that you add a little to and from, maybe done with label paper. And then the other thing that I do is I always put a little bit of my double stick tape here so that you can close it. Okay. So let's have a look at the rest of this card. So I cut out a few here. And let's have a look. So there is, we've got an orange, the blue, yellow, black, and off white. So these take quite a while to cut out. So I'm not going to show you the cutting out. I think you can handle that yourself. But you'll notice that there are all these little hanging chads or whatever they're called, little pieces that you might have to go through and poke out yourself. Sometimes they just don't cut all the way through, and that's a good reason to think, well, maybe I need to change my blade. I know blades are expensive, but I tend to buy them when they are on sale, and they're having a access only sale. I don't know if they're going to keep that up there, but it's a really good sale, and you can pick up a bunch of blades for a very inexpensive amount. I think it's like 10 for $40. I'll show you that in a sec. So I'm just cleaning up these, making sure that all the little cutouts are cut out. I probably wouldn't have had to do this and if I had that brand new blade in, just so that you know. All right. And then let me just get these all out. All right. Okay. So how do they go together? Well, it starts with the most cutouts. So if you're having a little trouble, you can also check in on your image as well. But the rule of thumb is that the layer that has the most cutouts ends up being the top layer. And I'm still cleaning up these things. All right, so this one has the most cutouts. That's going to be the top layer, and then this one goes there, and then the one with the pen marks goes in, you see, and then we've got the yellow and the orange. I know you can't really see all of them. I think I actually have the orange one wrong. Yes, I do. The yellow one, actually. All right. So we're going to need to get a little bit of glue. This is what I'm using for glue these days. It's actually not about the glue. It's about the bottle for me. So I really like this little bottle. Let me see if I still have the packaging. I'll leave a link in the description of the video. Okay. So we're going to start with the top piece, and we're going to just put our glue here just all around. Well, another country heard from. Okay, so we're just putting the glue here, and you don't need to put it everywhere, but what you do need to do is not use a lot, or you don't need to use a lot. You either do or you don't. You don't need to use a lot. And that's what I like about this little bottle is it squeezes well, and I get the glue out, and it's easy to fill. I've been filling this up. I really like these new little bottles. They're from Crafting Companion, I think. And I see that I still have a couple of pieces here that are not fully cut out. Okay. So then I'm going to take my next layer and line them up. There we go. Still. Okay. And then we're going to glue this side. It'd be easier to do the glue here because we have less cutouts. So tomorrow on the show, we're going to be working with the Auto Press, which is the brand new Cricut heat press. It's so beautiful. It's such a beautiful machine. I know that it's not in everybody's budget, but boy, do I love this machine because I have some, medical issues that cause me to not have very good upper body strength, and the auto press doesn't require like picking it up and pressing down. It does all the pressing for you, so that's pretty cool. And if you are in the market for one, I would encourage you to please use my, oops, I messed this one up. Please use my link and code. The code won't work if you're buying an auto press, but it works for most everything else. Anything with a plug, it doesn't work with, but it does help me when you use my link. And the code works for anything other than, so like all materials or supplies that you'd get at Cricut.com. And you will save an additional 10% and get free shipping on that. All right. But you will, if you decide to purchase an auto press. I'm just mentioning this because, it's going to be Black Friday soon and everybody's going to have really great sales. But I would encourage you to, if you're going to buy a machine, that you buy it on Cricut.com. And before you buy the machine, become an Access subscriber. Because if you are an Access subscriber, you get 10% off machines, and you could save quite a bit on that. I think it's like $100 on the, you save $100 on the auto press. But I know a lot of times, like some of the craft stores, they have like really good sales, but I found following Cricut.com that I don't purchase anything at the craft stores really, unless I'm in a pinch, and then I go and will have to buy something if I'm in a pinch, like if I run out of something. Okay. So there is the top of the card. Isn't it adorable? And then we can take our card and fold it now that it's dry. Okay. And we put this on here. Such a gorgeous day today here in New England. And it is definitely peak fall season here. Up north, not so much. We've already passed peak a little bit. But if you're coming to New England to check out the foliage in Massachusetts, it's really at peak right now. So it's really beautiful. So there's our card, and it just goes right here into the envelope like that. Okay. And let's talk about these these things. So I had a little bit of trouble. It's one of those, it's really if you look at it, you think, oh, that's easy. There is a little bit of issue with them. For me, mine was I didn't have a really good blade in there. And then also my other issue is I got these lollipops, these gourmet lollipops, and they're really big. So here's our witch holding her broom. I think it would probably look better with like a Tootsie Pop, but these are really good lollies that I got from Amazon. I will put the link in the description, but they just really are very big. So I think next time I might actually have to buy the Tootsie Pops or make the file a little bit bigger. So here is our cauldron one. And I actually think I might have put the cauldron together wrong, but so let's do it again. So there's these two score lines right here, and then I think that the bubbling stuff has to go behind here. So let's do that. This is I found this. I've had this piece of glitter. It's really not glitter cardstock. It's kind of like a plastic kind of thing. I don't even know where I got it, but I know I've had it for a long time. So I would probably use like a lime green glitter, which I don't really know that Cricut has lime green. It might have had it in the spring pastel version. All right, you. So I'm just putting a little bit of glue here. And then the cauldron has, let's grab another lolly. Which one's this? Banana split. All right. So here's our cauldron. And then the lollipop is going to go in here. And then the cauldron's supposed to have this at the top. Now, I really struggled with this because it's so big, but you'll probably have less trouble. But what I found out is that if I glue, and I thought, I think the glue gun would actually work better for this, but if I glue the handles right here, and try not to get the glue all over the place like I'm doing. And again, thinner lollipops would work better here, but we're just going to close. I can't believe I'm actually recommending thinner lollipops because, I mean, if you're going to eat a lollipop, might as well make it a nice big gourmet lollipop, right? All right. So I think I might do this for because I have like 100 of these. So I think I might do this for my trick-or-treaters. I think that's fun and different looking. And there is the cauldron. Now the witch is a little bit different. So let me show you. There's quite a few pieces to the witch. And actually, there's some writing on the hair, but I didn't catch that at first. So here's the main piece for the witch. And it has our scoring right here, like this. And so to look at it, you see that it needs other pieces, obviously. So here's my, I decided to do gray. They had it as black, but I thought I would do gray. And so it would kind of like give off better, like, I don't know what I'm saying. I don't know what I'm saying. Oh my gosh. All right. So I'm going to turn this over. it'd be a good contrast. That's what I'm trying to say. It would be a good contrast. So there, I'm putting some glue there and placing my gray piece there so you can see like where her arm is. Let's do on the other side. This is a little tricky, by the way, because if you're using patterned paper or you're using the good side of the paper, you will have to make sure that you twist the other one around when you adhere it. So there we go. There's that. Then we've got the green witch. The green witch. Yeah. The green here. So you have to be sure that you're putting the right side on there because there's actually two pieces there. Whoops. Okay. And it has some writing to give her little happy face. So glue this. Again, there are others to choose from, and you can obviously make any kind of changes to it so that it works out for you. And I just need to make sure that the one, nope, wrong one. Come on, Rita. What am I doing? I need it to be this way. This way. All right, here we go. Right there. There we go. Whoops. Okay. Do that. Now we just have to do her hair and her hat. So here are the hat pieces. So again, with the hat pieces, you have to make sure you got it correctly, done correctly. So let's do this. Nope, wrong, wrong. This, no, what am I doing, Rita? Rita, what are you doing? What a goober. What a goob. Is that right? Maybe it is right. Yeah, that's right. Okay, sorry. There we go. I have to get pumpkins. I'm realizing I don't have any pumpkins in the house. I usually have some, and then I don't cut them anymore because Owen really wasn't into that, which is weird. But I used to do all kinds of really fun things with the pumpkins and put them out for Halloween. One time I took a drill and I drilled holes all in it. I like scooped it all out first. And then I did holes inside. It was really a lot of fun. And it was so easy. I've also done ones from Cricut. So if you're looking for ideas for jack-o'-lanterns, I can steer you in the right direction. Hey, maybe we should do a pumpkin. Maybe we'll do that on Halloween day because we'll have something to do on Halloween. Let's do that. Let's do that. I have to go out and get my pumpkins, but I can show you how I do that with my Cricut. Because, of course, everything has to be Cricutized, right? Everything has to be labeled appropriately and all that. Everybody goes out and does that when they first get the machine. And then they're like, okay, now what do I do? And that's where I come in. I show you all the fun things you can do with your Cricut. So if you like what you're seeing, please, please, please leave a comment, write a comment, or share, or put the little thumbs up so that I will be seen more in search functions. I know that there are other people that have quite a few subscribers. Not me. I'm trying to reach a 25,000 a year-end goal. It's just a personal thing, I want to make it. So, all right. So there's our witch. Now, what I thought about with the witch was rather than trying glue, like we did with the cauldron and it got really messy, is I actually put my double stick tape on the inside where I wanted it to stick together. So right here, and not at the bottom, but for the actual lolly. Where's my extra lolly? Come on, extra lolly. Another banana split one. Okay. So I'm going to take this off. It's actually pretty quiet here today. Isn't that interesting? It won't be quiet downtown today. I'm so happy that my son still wants to do that because it's really fun. Actually, he just now started this year, was doing the Peabody High, and he came home the other day and said, "Hey, guess what? The mayor was at the school." And I said, "Oh, really?" And he said hello to me. I said, he recognized you? Yeah, he said, and he told me to tell you to, hope she's well, that sort of thing. And I thought that's really cool and something that he didn't have before when he was going to the other school. So I thought that was kind of fun. It's nice when the mayor knows you, isn't it? All right. So there we go. I'm just going to press together like that, and that's going to hold my lollipop. I might have been able to position the lollipop a little bit different. It's supposed to kind of go here where her bum is, but maybe I can move it over a little bit. Okay. Her butt. Sorry. Her behind. All right. And that is today's project. There's a lot here. Who from Facebook wants to win a card? I see Dawn is on. Dawn, you've won in the past. Do you want to have somebody else, or do you want to pick somebody? 6 teachers. Oh my gosh, right? It is nice to be friends with the mayor. It was exciting for him, yes. All right. So I'm looking for someone. I'm sure Loretta's already picked the winners from YouTube, but I'm looking for someone from Facebook that might want to receive this card. And then, so Tammy Beekner, do you want to win a card? I can't mail these things. I wish I could, guys, but I can't. So Tammy, I see on Facebook, Tammy Beekner. Oh, you won. Yay. Okay, good. So we'll get them off to you. Has Marcia won? I don't know if Marcia's won. You're going to make the pumpkin one? That's pretty cool. All right. So sorry for the extra long visit today, but we did a little bit more. I usually try to limit to one project so that way we don't have a really long time. But well, if you didn't like it, you wouldn't be on and you wouldn't be hearing me say that. Right? So there you go. All right, everybody, that's going to do it for me today. Oh, I could. You're right, Diana. I will do that. All right, I will do that. So did we pick winners? So whoever was the winner, what you need to do is send me an email at there's Loretta, Renee, Marcia, Christiana, and on Facebook it was, Facebook. Yeah. I will send them. I'll send these without. So if you're a winner, you need to go and send me an email, Miss Rita to the rescue @gmail.com, and make sure you include your name, address, and the project that you won. Don't use the date because I'm terrible. I've got ADD bad, I think, because I'm always forgetting what did I do yesterday and that sort of thing. I don't know if anybody else is that way, but anyway, I will send these out to the winners. All right, everybody. On Facebook, it was Tammy Beekner. Tammy Beekner. All right. Okay, everybody, we'll see you again tomorrow where we're going to be working on how do I get an Etsy file onto Design Space. And we're going to be also pressing with our auto press, making some tote bags for the haunted happenings happening in Salem, Massachusetts. First time in 2 years, but it's been happening for 50 years now. Or I think it's 50. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe it's more like 40 years. I don't know. I'll have to check. Anyway, so I hope you enjoyed this and we'll see you all tomorrow. Bye. Have a great